Morning Exercises, January 8th. Beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, ever as thy soul prospereth. 3 John 2. It has been supposed from hence that Gaius had an infirm and sickly constitution. This is probable, but it does not necessarily follow, for John might have wished him the continuance and increase of health as well as the restoration of it. However this may be, we learn from his language that it is allowable for us to pray for temporal blessings, and that of all these blessings health is the most valuable and necessary. But as outward prosperity, is even health itself the chief good that, above all things, John wishes his friend to enjoy? Some therefore have rendered it, I wish above all persons. Others, I wish in all respects, that thou mayest prosper and be in health. But there is no need of criticism here. Gaius had grace already, and a high degree of it, and this one thing needful being secured, it was then supremely desirable that he should have health to enjoy and improve it, even as his soul prospered. John makes also his soul prosperity the standard and rule of his prayer for other things. This would be a dreadful rule with regard to many. Such praying, if answered, would ruin them. Yes, if they were to prosper in temporal things as they prosper in spiritual, they would become the poorest, meanest wretches on earth, for they are strangers to everything like the true riches. And if their bodies were to be as healthful as their souls, their dwelling would become a hospital, their bed of ease a bed of languishing. They would be blind, for they have no spiritual understanding; deaf, for they can never hear the voice of God; dead, for the Spirit of the living God is not in them. Yet this seems to be the only safe rule, for unless religion keeps pace with our outward good, our safety and welfare will be endangered by it. We are not afraid when we see Christians succeeding in life, if at the same time they grow in grace. But the peril is when there is so much sail and so little ballast. What can be more awful than to see those who too much mind earthly things gaining abundantly, to see those who have a relish for the pride of life enabled to be splendid, to see those much indulged who cannot put a knife to the throat of the appetite? If our plenty and dainties awaken in us no moral apprehensions, and if we can feast ourselves without fear, surely our table is likely to become a snare, and that which should have been for our welfare to become a trap. The prosperity of fools destroys them, and the prosperity of those who have not much wisdom injures them. Let us therefore examine our wishes. Let us regulate them piously. Let us seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness. Let us ask for no more of other things than we can bear, ever praying for our friends and ourselves, that we may prosper and be in health even as our souls prosper.